Hello and welcome to Prepared. Today we are going to be flying this beautiful little Cessna. I think this is a 402C. Um, I mean, it's an alright model, if I'm honest. It really kind of sucks that on the exterior model the windows are painted on and everything, but I mean, there's some really nice detail in the props. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just kidding. We're actually flying the same 182 we were flying on Tuesday. As you see, we've got Joe Josen here, all up in our plane and ready to go with us. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot to say. We've already completed our pre-flights. That's why my door is open and my flaps are kind of hanging down. Let's switch over to Sky Vector real quick and take a look at what we're doing. Let's pull it up. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so today we're starting where we left off in the nice little Agua Dulce Valley here. We're going to be flying... First, we're going to fly a little bit east over to Palmdale. From there, we're going to fly kind of northwest up towards Bakersfield. Before we get there, we're going to make a really super gentle 15-minute right-hand turn. We're going to do some VFR up this valley here, follow this river into Isabella Lake, and then we'll land at Kern Valley. Hopefully I don't screw up this approach, because I've done it about 30 times. But, you know, based on how Tuesday went, I'm sure that this is going to go similarly to that. We'll probably have to do about 5 go-rounds. We've got fuel for about 2 hours of flying time. So, you know, hopefully nothing goes wrong. We'll see, of course. And you know what? I think I'm a super genius, and I forgot to do something. So let me pop over to Twitch real quick and in YouTube. Just bear with me 1 second. You guys can keep looking at the estimated flight plan there. Yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Nice little zigzag pattern. Just bear with me a second. Twitch is fine, actually. Yeah, no, actually, Twitch and YouTube are fine because we're basically doing the exact same thing that we were doing last time. And I didn't leave a specific name on there, so that actually works out really well. I'm just going to close that real quick. Close that real quick. Should have done that before we started the stream, but that's okay. And that should be everything I need to close. Alright, fantastic. Alright, let's stop staring at a map. This isn't Map Simulator. This is Flight Simulator. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and climb into the cockpit. Don't hit your head on the wings. Run! Actually, I'm already in the cockpit. Oh! I bet you didn't know that I could look through the wings there, huh? I didn't even know that I could look through the wings. Alright, close up that door. Okay, the mixture, everything works there. Throttle works. Alright, if we listen really closely. Cool. Sounds like all of our flight surfaces are still connected. We can do a double check and watch and make sure. I can't see it from there. Let's just duck a little bit here. Yep, perfect. Look out the back. Perfect. Fantastic. Alright. Let's face forward here. So we're leaving off close, or we're picking up close to where we left off. Last time we actually parked all the way down near the, there's a little, not a terminal building, I don't know, the airport administration building. We parked down there next to that, but then we started talking to a guy, and he let us put our aircraft up in the hangar for a couple days because he was leaving. He's coming back today, though, so we've got to leave. That's just kind of all there is to that. Let's see here. So here at Agua Dulce, winds are 0 at 3 knots, so we're gonna use runway 4. But before before we get doing any of that stuff, let's just go ahead and let's make sure we got that up. I'll go ahead and get our battery going. Got our windows open. Anybody near the props? Nope. Nice. All right. Got the beacon on. We're just gonna go full mixture here, full throttle. Make sure we've got a fuel tank selected. There we go. Fuel flow gauge. Fuel pump on. And we see movement. Awesome. I'll pull this out. About there should be 1,000 RPM. Perfect. Get that alternator on. Just do a quick test of the lights, make sure everything's good. Awesome. Get the avionics on. Alright, and just like last time, I already loaded up the flight plan, so you don't have to sit here and watch me fiddle with the flight plan forever. So we'll just go into our GTN, go to catalog,
system test OK,
and load L70 to L05. Activate. Perfect. That's the wrong thing. Map. Alright, so let's just pull this up real quick, pull it up in the 2D view. As we can see, let's actually go ahead, let's zoom out just a little bit so we get north up, and you can see we've basically got the same flight plan loaded. Of course, this is showing way more waypoints than SkyVector does, just because SkyVector just shows us the airways we're using, it doesn't show us all the individual waypoints. But this shows us all the individual waypoints, even though I load up the airway. Only thing to note, we are going to deviate a little bit. You know what, let me put my... Let's do this, there we go. I don't have to be yelling over the propeller noise. Only thing we are going to deviate a little bit. Let's just graphically edit the flight plan. Can we take this and go like that? No. Nope. Okay, cancel. I'll just pretend like that didn't do anything. When we get to the river here, I don't know what river that is. Does it have a name? Kern River. Once we get to the Kern River, we're gonna make a right-hand turn, follow the river up until we get to Isabella Lake. Yeah. There's a lot of people up and flying around today. It's absolutely fine. Alright, we zoom in here, and we're gonna be taking runway 4. Okay, I think that's kind of it. Just go ahead and get all of our radios on. Let's before we get going, let's go PMD. This is one of the just amazingest things. Yep, amazing things I love about the GTN 750, and I have to imagine that it just makes, you know, flying in the real world amazingly easy as well. But we just come in here, we know we're going to PMD. Waypoint info. Awesome, there's the frequency right there. I can just tap it and it pulls it up. That is just awesome. Then we're not gonna quite fly up here, but we are gonna take v4.3. So we're gonna load up TTE as well. Not on our flight plan, but we can go here and go find do user frequencies, flight plan. Here's that's what I want. Nope. The way that we're gonna do it, waypoint info, VOR, PMD, we're gonna click there, TTE, perfect, and 109, we'll get that loaded up there. Alright, and then we're gonna do the same thing on this radio. We already know we're gonna be 114.5, 114.5, swap it, and 109.2. Alright, so the reason I'm loading up the exact same frequencies here, just for redundancy checks, make sure that both of our OVSs are kind of pointing the same way. Okay, so from here, actually let's pop back over to SkyVector. I don't know, we're burning fuel, it's okay. So from here, we're going to be 044 to PMD. And then from there, we're going to be 298. So remember that, 044, then 298. Alright. Go map. I'm going to change this 044. 044. Same thing down here. 044. Fantastic. Heading gonna be 044. And then let's make sure our gyro's aligned. 131 degrees right now is what we're looking at. And it was almost aligned, just a little bit off. Okay. Let's out that mixture so we're not fouling up the plugs. Plugs now do foul a little fast. I don't know if they actually foul that fast in real planes. I'm inclined to believe A2A, but it does seem a little bit ridiculous. I mean, plugs don't foul that fast in my car or my motorcycle, but, Okay, anyways, let's see. What else do I need to do? Okay, go back to the map. Put this back here and actually interact with it. Here we go. Find nearest. We go L70. There we go. Unicom there. Find nearest KPMD. Let's go. I don't know. Probably approach. We're gonna need to contact approach, I guess. We'll see once we're up in the air. I hate to do it, but flight sim will be like, oh, this is actually the one that frequency you need to be on. Okay. With that, I think we're good to boogie. So we'll just tune, and it's not the right frequency. It's supposed to be on 122.9. That's fine. 122.9. Select runway for takeoff. Let's make runway 4. What is it? Agriculture traffic, November 6218 Bravo, taxiing runway 4, departure north. Your flaps up to takeoff flaps. Make sure our taxi light's on. And let's go. Look both ways before pulling out. Perfect. Nose wheel has no authority on this, so you gotta use differential braking. I still almost drove into the dirt. I'm kind of regretting Tuesday not pausing on our, well, okay, we were having a lot of problems trying to land Tuesday, so I don't regret it. But it would have been cool to kind of slow it down, or pause it on Tuesday and come out and take a cool screenshot. I'll probably, hopefully I'll remember to do that today in the Kern Valley. Alright, let's make sure to read our little announcements here. Please fly quietly. Alright guys, no singing while we're flying. No information or acrobatic flying. 122.8. Ah! Flight sim is wrong. For weather, click 5 times on 122.8. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, didn't work. Okay, real quick, just do a run up. Yeah, see, we felt the plugs up a little bit. It's okay, just clean it out and I'll clean up. All done. Alright, I'll go ahead and say it. Agriculture traffic, Cessna November 6218 Bravo, taking off, runway 4, departure to the north. Alright, we're getting on the runway, so let's make sure come down. Landing lights and strobes. And don't overrun the runway. Good genius. Oops, that's not the view I wanted. And come back over here. Alright, I mean, we've got plenty of runway. But we'll go ahead and just do this anyways. Full mixture, full prop. Confirmed, confirmed. Alright. Let's use that throttle in. Full throttle. Full RPMs. Flow still coming up. Some right rudder until more air flowing over the airframe. I'll hold the nose down until at least 65 knots. Okay. There we go, take off. And we're up. Get a real gentle right turn here. Gain some speed and some altitude. Could have gone left and then right, but I think this looks nice. Alright, let's go ahead and
Terrain
bring those
ahead.
flaps up. Oh,
Terrain
shush.
ahead. Terrain
Flaps up,
ahead.
just bring the
Pull
nose down
up.
a little bit.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Speed's gonna start increasing.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Oh my gosh, be
Terrain
quiet.
ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold about
Terrain
90 knots
ahead.
here.
Terrain ahead.
Thank you. See, everything's going from red to
Terrain
yellow
ahead.
pretty quick.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Okay,
Terrain
you can really
ahead.
stop saying that.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
I should have gone in.
Terrain ahead.
Yep,
Pull
okay.
up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Just freaking out
Terrain
about this right
ahead.
here.
Pull up.
Once we're past that.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
There we go. Okay. Actually gonna trim down a little bit because need to. Looking good. Bring some right aileron here. We're just gonna keep coming out this way because those mountains to our left are a little bit too high for us to get over right now. Go ahead and pull this mixture out. Frequencies. Yeah, perfect. It was the approach. Not gonna worry about a flight following today. To gain a little bit of speed. I'd like to climb it around 95, 96 knots. Keep climbing. That's a nice little road. That would probably be a really fun road to drive on, actually. Sneaking up there. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, we're climbing really good now. Just over 1,000 feet per minute. 95 knots. You know what I didn't do? I didn't get an altimeter setting. Where are you sitting right now? Oh, that's about right, actually. I just glanced over at Active Sky to double check, and it said that the altimeter setting at the airport we just took off from was that. What I could do... here... Find nearest KPD... It is 118.27.
Bombardier 2, Foxtrot Whiskey, climb and maintain flight level 260, November 157, Kilo Echo, Joshua approach, Roger, altimeter 2994. Kilo, Papa, climb and maintain flight level 260, Bombardier 2, Foxtrot Whiskey, Zulu, wind 348, Bombardier 2, Foxtrot Whiskey, visibility, contact Los Angeles Center on mile 32.85, clear.
Oh, that is horrible. 37 Celsius? That's brutal. Alright, let's go ahead and get a turn in here. Get back on track. Alright, 6500 should be above their airspace, so this is fine.
114 Delta November, Joshua approach, roger, altimeter 29967 Kilo Echo, turn right heading 105.
Oh, I just hit a weird bit of air there.
7 Kilo Echo,
Stall horn went off.
turn right heading 135. Turn right heading 135, 7 Kilo Echo.
Alright, 7,000 feet, nice.
7 Kilo Echo, contact SoCal approach on 125.5. Going to 125.5, 7 Kilo Echo. Embraer Port Delta November, contact Los Angeles Center on 132.85.
Let's see, and I forgot what I said. The next heading is it's like 300 degrees or something like that. Go.
Southwest 1850, contact SoCal approach on 125.5.
5 miles.
Going to 125.5, Southwest 1850.
Alright, oh, there's 8,000 feet. You need to level off. Level off and speed up.
Viper 8 Whiskey 1, contact SoCal approach on 127.25.
Oh, we're still climbing, okay.
Going to 127.25, Viper 8 Whiskey 1. Joshua approach, November.
It always freaks me out a little bit. So when I said this last time, I always feel like my nose is pointed way too far down. We can pull that off out.
Joshua approach, roger, altimeter 299er. Joshua approach, Viper November 169er, Lima Sierra is at 5,400, climbing 13,000.
Alright.
Viper November 169er, Lima
yeah,
Sierra, Joshua approach, roger, altimeter 299er.
Oh, we're still climbing at like, yeah, we're just,
Viper
wow,
9er,
that's
Lima
ridiculous.
Sierra, you report 7 miles west, turn right heading 135, expect vectors, visual, runway 36, approach. 6 Juliet, Quebec, contact SoCal approach on 125.5.
There, okay. And we'll go ahead and start that turn to 300.
Expect vectors, visual, runway 36, approach. Viper 9er, Lima Sierra.
A little bit of a bump there. 2 bumps right in a row. Okay, it's 360, not 300. Nose follow because we don't want to be climbing the turn.
Turn right heading 135, Bombardier 5, Papa 9er.
And there's 300. Come out of the turn. Alright. I'm just gonna glance at my chart here, make sure.
Viper 9er, Lima Sierra, traffic is 1 o'clock, 4
We actually want 298. So, whoa.
Cessna Skylane, report them in sight. Bombardier 5, Papa 9er, contact SoCal approach on 125.5. Viper 9er, Lima Sierra, turn left heading
Okay.
100.
Just trying to trim it out a little bit.
Heading 100. Viper 9er, Lima Sierra, Viper 9er, Lima Sierra.
Jeez, come on, stop turning to the right. Turning to the right, and we're still climbing a lot. It's just ridiculous. Got so much down trim right now.
Joshua approach 1754 is at 14,200, descending 8,600. 1754 Joshua approach, roger, altimeter 299er.
Alright, let's see here. Yep, we're about 2100, it's fine. Down, that's also fine. We're gonna switch these guys up. 2908, dang it. I don't know why that just confused me, because I'm scrolling up. Oh yeah, because I'm scrolling up and degrees are going down. That's why it confused me. To do 298. There. I'll adjust this 298. And there I have to scroll down to get it to go down. That's very strange. Okay. Looks like we're running real rich. So let's pull that extra back quite a bit as well. Watching the exhaust gas temperature gauge over here. Little white needles where our current one is. Red is where our peak was that I last saw. Let's trim down some more because we're sitting at 9700. We need to come down to even. Maybe we could go up to 10.5. Which is actually what we're just about to be. Like instead of 10.5, I'd rather be at 8.5 though. Engine's gonna run a little bit better at 8.5. Still trying to change the rate. Okay, and also my landing lights, my tax lights on. I'm just gonna go flip those off. Let's actually turn the true on the right heading. Alright, looking good. Now it's just a matter of flying, or of getting there. Okay, apparently my heading bug is way off, because I'm looking over at my GPS and I'm looking at my heading bug. According to my heading bug, I'm flying on the right heading. According to my GPS, I'm not, and my OBS indicators telling me how far to the right or left of the magnetic track I am, or of the radio track I am, are telling me that I'm getting off track. So we're going to turn back and just be at the wrong heading according to our heading indicator, which is fine. Alright, there's 10,000. We'll just come down 1,500 more feet. Let me just double check here with the charts. And yeah, 8,500 will put us above the minimum altitude, so we are good there. Minimum altitude at the airport that we're looking at, you know, minimum safe and right altitude, is going to be like 10,400, I think, but that's okay because we're going to be flying in a valley. There will be a peak somewhere above us, but we're not worried about it, to be entirely honest. Keep going down. That's all I want to do. Left back. Approach. We're just gonna go fine. We're gonna go flight plan, Kern Valley. There we go. Off that. We're just gonna listen over on the Unicom for Kern Valley. Yeah. Oh, there's a... Is that a solar? Looks like a solar plant or something. Pretty cool. Alright. 9,200 feet, about 700 feet to go. That's a lot of wind towers in front of us. There we go, much better. Got a rich in the mixture a little bit. just heard it cut out. It's got a little bit too lean, not enough fuel. Alright. Let's bring that nose up. Hit some rough air, of course. And the rough air is going to send us flying back upwards, which is not what we want. There's about level.
Traffic, November 1582, Victor is 37 miles west, inbound visual, runway 6.
Just gotta keep glancing over, making sure we're not climbing, which we are, so... Turbulent air is pushing us down. Let's trim back up. Just a little bit more. A little bit more.
Lima 67, traffic, November 167, Yankee Echo is 4 miles west, inbound visual, runway 6.
Say bye-bye to the solar farm. And say hello to the wind farm. It's very brown out here. Very, very brown. Let's just zoom out on this a little bit so we can see a little bit more. Good 70 miles to go. Getting a little bit too low. Traffic alert. What are we looking at? In front of us, 400 feet above us. Flying right towards us. Only 300 feet above us. Okay. But to our left, it looks like. We're just gonna fly a little bit further to our right.
Lima 67, traffic, November 1582, Victor is 30 miles
Oh,
west,
yep, there he is right there.
inbound visual, runway 6.
Traffic.
Alright, we're well clear of him. Yep, we're fine. Back to the map. They should be past us at this point. So I'm not worried about it. Let's make sure we're leveled off. Now we're descending. You know, I may use... I don't know if I can set up the autopilot to just maintain altitude. Just because of the turbulent air. It's really, because I'm just sitting here constantly turning up and down. A little annoying. I don't want to be sitting here and scanning for things, but I have to constantly be trimming up and down. Well, there's a little strips down there. That'd be interesting to land at. Greenery, looks so nice. Okay, what I'm gonna do, hang on, give me a second here. We're gonna swap radio to the other VOR. And what is it? It's 329 is what we want. So let's tune this guy. Gotta scroll down to go up. 329. So I'm not picking up that other VOR yet. I'm hoping that by the time we get to the point where they intersect, the airways intersect, we'll be picking it up. So then when we hit 329, radial from that guy, or it's actually, that's not the radial, that's the, oh, I forget what the inbound leg is called. It's the 147 radial. Once we intersect the 147 radial and the 298 radial, which of the two VORs, that's when we know we need to make our turn. Radials radiate. As they come out of the VORs. What level of that peak, huh? It's pretty cool. I really like mountain flying. Every time one of the Orbex sails come up, I really want to get the Rocky Mountain regions. And every time the Orbex sails come up, I don't have any money. I would love to get them. Especially since they match up with the Pacific Fjords and the Southern Alaska and Pacific Northwest. And then the two turbulent design airports. Oh, we're down to 7,500. We need to climb. Two of the turbulent design airports, the KGPI Glacier Park and KIDA Idaho Falls, are in those regions. Plus just flying the Canadian Rockies, which seems like it would be a lot of fun. I wish I had a good mix of, like, you know, the Orbex regions, just because the Orbex regions are so beautiful and amazingly detailed. I wish I had a good mix of the Orbex regions and of... Is our nav tune-it radio not working? Oh, let's do it. I think X-Plane does a much, much better job of stuff on the ground, if that makes sense. Like, coming when you're really close to the ground and doing landings that are admittedly pretty sketchy, just because of surrounding terrain and... Oh, more fuel, there we go. Surrounding terrain and the fact that the runways are definitely not level. Prepared just doesn't do those as well. You can have, you know, I think there's a big misconception as far as Prepared and X-Plane go, because in X-Plane you can absolutely have, or I'm sorry, in Prepared you can absolutely have sloping runways and uneven runways. The problem is just then that the AI can't land on them. And if we're being honest, the X-Plane AI doesn't do a fantastic job of landing on sloped runways either. But at least they can exist for them, I suppose. And even that's not entirely true, because you can have like a sloped runway in P3D, but then the file that defines where the runway and stuff is, it all has to be flat. And if it's not, like, you'll get the AI like sinking through the ground and doing weird stuff. At least that is my understanding of it. Okay, apparently we're not gonna get this VOR. Which is weird. Let's try a different one. Let's tune this. 4. Tune that up. Okay.
Lima 67, traffic November 117, Whiskey Foxtrot is 2.3 miles west inbound visual, runway 6.
That's all we want. Nope. I'll just go back. Okay. Alright. I mean, they're basically intersected here. So let's go ahead and start that turn. I don't remember what it was. 230 something, I want to say. Wow, I was wrong. 330.
Lima
Let's get this guy. 330. Tuned up. Keep turning. Turning. We're still technically heading west, so we still need to be up at 8,500. And we're frozen. Why are we frozen? Can we be unfrozen, please? Thank you. So you just have to be nice to your sim. If you just berate your sim, it's not gonna appreciate it. It's gonna be like, really, dude? Screw you. It's gonna, like, freeze even more. You're nice to your sim. Man, this is such a difference from the other side of that mountain. Because now we're in, like, farmland. There's actually water for people to farm. Compared to just the deserty desertness. We're just gonna put a bunch of fuel into the engine right now. Get some more power for the climb. 15 gallons per hour. A lot of fuel.
Traffic, Cessna November 73977, taking out runway 34, touch and go, left traffic.
There we go. I was like, I feel like I can't see over the glare shield right now. Because I couldn't. Alright, let's start looking for this river. Was that it already? Are we at it? No, not even close. So what's that then? I think that little valley right there is what we're looking for. That turn and run behind us. Yeah, okay, there's a road there that turns and runs behind. Oh, there we go. It turns and runs behind us, and then there's nothing that goes up there. Okay, perfect. So that is the valley that we're gonna want. And we're now way too high. Just bring that nose way back down.
Lehman 45, traffic, Cessna November 687, Juliet 2, taking out runway 34, touch and go, left traffic.
Such a terrible job of like maintaining my altitudes. Pull that fuel back.
Lehman 45, traffic, Cessna November 73977 is on crosswind, runway 34.
I want to see. Let me just see something here. Problem is, there's not really a weather station anywhere in this valley. At all. So that's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna hope that, I'm just gonna put this at 3000. I'm gonna hope that it's basically the same. Let's see, what's this guy? This is KBEL. Oops, that's on island. Yeah. Here's, I'll keep BFL. Frequencies, it is 118.6.
45, traffic, Cessna November 73977 is on downwind, runway 34, Bakersfield Airport information, Zulu, 1951 Zulu, wind 289er at 7, visibility 5, sky conditions clear, temperature 34.12, altimeter 299.1, runway 30, right hand visual, runway 30 left, landing and departing runway 30 right hand, runway 30 left, VFR aircraft stay direction of flight, all aircraft read back, hold short instructions, advise controller on initial contact.
Well, we'll go with that.
Bakersfield Airport information,
this point, let's drop down.
Wind 289er at
I don't need to listen to you anymore. I don't need you up either. Okay.
Lima
Yep, we're
45
gonna
traffic,
essentially
Cessna November
stop worrying about our radio
739er
navigation. In fact, let's
77
detune the
is on
radio
base, runway
radios. 0 swap. 080 transfer.
Cessna November 152 Hotel Whiskey is 11 miles south inbound visual, runway 33.
Let's make sure we're not climbing anymore. Let's say 5,500 feet.
Lima 45 traffic.
I mean, we're gonna descend to 7,500 for now.
Juliet 2 is on downwind, runway 34. Lima 45
The airport is a lot lower than that, I believe. Yeah, we'll go down to 5,500.
Runway 34. Touch and go, left traffic.
Lima 72, traffic, November 1.
I feel like we're really high.
Taking off, runway 35, departure to the west.
We're gonna just descend here about 500 feet a minute. We're gonna try to descend here about 500 feet a minute, but the rough air is not gonna really want to let us. That's fine. So I can kind of barely make out the lake there, I think.
Cessna November 164 Juliet Whiskey, taking off, runway 30, departure to the west.
Lima 45,
Now we're climbing.
traffic, Cessna November 84, Juliet 4 is on crosswind, runway 34.
Once we get below
Lima 45 traffic, Cessna November 60.
7,000 feet,
Runway 34.
we'll turn on our landing light. Be a little bit more visible to everybody in the valley here. Just because if there are planes flying in and out of the valley, they're probably going to be, and they're in the valley, you know, there's not a whole lot of air room here in the valley. Just make sure we stick to the right-hand side of the valley and turn our landing light on. And of course, keep an eye. Now that I've got the river, I'm not worried about it. Let's go ahead and switch to traffic. Having TCAS on a small plane like this is really helpful. Wow, I thought I hit spacebar. Not all. Oops.
Lima 45 traffic, Cessna November 687 Juliet 2 is on final, runway 34. Touch and go, left traffic.
140 knots, 500 feet a minute, 700 feet a minute, that's fine.
Runway 34.
Hit some air that really wants to push us up, which I don't like.
Delta Lima Oscar, traffic November 157 Foxtrot Juliet, taking off runway 32, departure to the north. Lima 15er, traffic November 162 Golf 8, taking off
Stop
runway
climbing.
30, departure to the north.
A lot of down trim there. A bit too much. You saw the nose dip. This is fine. This is fine. Now we're descending 1,000 feet a minute. That's less fine.
Lima 45 traffic, Cessna November 73977 is on downwind, runway 34.
None of those guys are for Lima 05. They're all for like Lima 4 or 5. I don't know. I'm gonna pay more attention. Let's just get airspace warning. I don't care
Lima
about that.
45, traffic, Cessna November 84 to Juliet 4 is on base, runway 34.
We do it direct to no. That's annoying. There's like right here. I could just say. Don't worry about it. But don't you activate? Like just do that. Okay. Say waypoint info. Oh, we're frozen again. Awesome. There we go.
Lima 45, traffic, Cessna, November 8422, Juliet 4 is on final. Runway 34, touch and go, left traffic.
Alright, just about 7,000 feet, landing light on. It is still, the 7,000 feet, it's still almost 80 degrees.
Lima 45, traffic, Cessna, November 687, Juliet 2 is on crosswind, runway 34.
And I can see the lake now. So, we should be able to, right where this little inlet is here, and then that little cove is there, I mean, we should basically be able to fly straight across and be at the airport. The airport, I think, is a little bit to the right of that. It's like there-ish. Based on how fast the terrain is going by, should be able to hit 5,500 feet. Oh wow, that's a little sideways bonkering we got there. I have no idea what sideways bonkering is. We're off. Beep 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 beep. Just past 6,500, so we're 1,000 feet above what I want it to be at. It's fine. If we start screaming terrain at me right now, I wouldn't be that surprised. Probably will when we get over to the lake. I'm gonna stay a little bit left of that hill so it doesn't scream at us too much. Nobody's on the TCAS up here. Which is nice. I don't know where to go. Spring Valley. Select runway. We're gonna be coming in. Runway 35. Very careful. Stop landing. And about how far out are we? About 10 miles? Yeah, that's about right, I think. Latest Sun Zero traffic numbers. Dick. November 5 traffic, Cessna November 6218 Bravo. Gonna be about 10 miles to the south. Inbound runway 17 full stop. Alright, gonna turn, follow this highway. Okay, at this point I'm comfortable descending past 5,500 because we're basically at 5,500 now. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna start pulling power back. And we're 1,000 feet below. Oh, we're only 200 or 300 feet below. It's fine. Don't want to be descending at 1,500 feet. Too much. There we go. Okay, so once we get past this hill, we're gonna swing around to the right, make a left, look for the runway. Once we get lined up, then we'll make our approach. I probably want to sit get down to 4,000 feet. Wow. I feel like this lake is pretty low. You know, that's one thing that would be awesome to see in a flight sim, is if... I suppose that's a lot of data to collect, and there's probably not great sources on it, but, like, level of reservoirs. So it'd be really cool to, like, early in the season, right after, or about, you know, midway through spring, early summer, is to go fly over reservoirs and see, you know, they're almost full. And then as we start approaching autumn, no more snow melt, no rain, they start getting low. Let's kind of turn this way a little bit. Okay, yep, I got the runway. So we're gonna approach through this valley here. And it is descending way faster than I want to be. I do want to be slowing down. I want to get down to 100 knots, and we'll put our first notch of flaps in.
Terrain ahead. Terrain
Start
ahead.
screaming at me already.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Okay, slowing way down, slowing way down. First notch of flaps in there. It's gonna slow us down even more. Just feed some power back in. The landing light was on, right? The landing light's on. Let's get the taxi light on now as well. Okay, we're gonna speed that prop back up. We're gonna go full rich. Basically cut the power at this point. Announce that we're on final. Lima 05 traffic. Cessna November 6218 Bravo. On final. Runway 17. Full stop.
Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Full flaps here. Bring the power back in.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Oh my god.
Terrain ahead.
Please
Pull
stop.
up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Ooh.
Terrain
Pause
ahead.
and hit.
Pull
There we
up.
go.
Terrain.
There's somebody on the runway, but I didn't hear anybody's radio traffic about it. Which is weird. Oh, what? That's runway... Oh, I said 17, didn't I? Nope, I said 35. We're sideways. We're sideways. We're sideways. It's fine. This is such a long runway, it's really fine. Okay, here we go.
Runway 34, touch and go, left traffic.
There we go. Okay, just gonna slow down here. Basically just use the entirety of runway.
Traffic, Cessna November 687 Juliet 2 is on final, runway 34, touch and go, left traffic.
Nice, okay. And I'll use a little bit of brakes to slow down. Okay, we're gonna try something here. We're gonna get off the runway and then we're gonna try something. Show, okay, let's get a little bit of a turn in. There we go, we can stop. Oop. Alright, hide that. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, pause. Okay, let's see if we can get... let's see if I even have this working. Let's go back. Oh my gosh.
1 Quebec 1 traffic, Cessna November 118 Kilo 4, taking off runway 13, departure to the north, Lima 45 traffic, Cessna November 73977.
Bear with me. Just hang on. Hang on. Okay. Let's go. Aha! Perfect. Alright, so now, if... Oh, it put me there. Nice. Okay. Wow, that was actually a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. Elevation, 2,614. See, if we had flown over, which I probably should have done because that was a garbage approach, we would have seen that and be like, oh, I know exactly. Well, okay, yeah. Okay. So there we are. So let's... Hang on, bear with me. I don't know how to set this up. I know I can... Oh, okay, I know what I could have done. That's fine. Track aircraft. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's spin our view around here. There we are. Okay. Maybe that I put it back too far.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh,
Don't sink.
that's annoying.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Hang on. I'm gonna
Don't
pause it for a
sink.
second.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
No, stop talking.
Don't sink.
Stop talking.
Don't sink.
Mute that. Can we... There we go. Nice. That's a lot of smoke coming out of the plane. It seems like it anyways. Oh, I should have. Let me do that. Yeah, that got pretty bad because I decided to come in like really steep. Because I was trying to do the TAWS inhibit thing in the middle of flying through. We're way off the center line. Bloop. Nice. Wow, that smoke though. That's okay. That was weird. I'm assuming that's just a little silly bug in the playback thing. That's alright. Okay, how do I go pause, skip all the way to here? Can we hit stop now? And then come back in and be where we were. Yes, it goofied our plane a little bit, that's fine. There, we can go flaps up. Pull that mixture out. Spend a year taxiing in. Ow! Oh, not that fast. There we go. Hey guys, we cleared the runway. Thanks. See you later. Perfect aviation communication there. I did not crash. Thank you, though. Mr. Car Spoon. Is that a spoon exclusively for your car? Could have done this for you too. You know, one thing I always think about is in the cases like this where, you know, we've got a second dude in the plane. I'm always like, oh, it'd be so cool to have like somebody in the cockpit with me. Except that the few planes that do that, I hate it. I think there's a plane. I think the Airfoil Labs 172 does it in Next Plane actually, where you can have somebody else in the cockpit, and it's just I hate it. Okay, this is like just also one of the longest taxis for little GA airport ever. It's honestly kind of obnoxious. Alright, let's detune this. 118, transfer. Yay, you don't have to listen to anybody anymore. Let's detune this. Boop. Actually, we can turn that radio off. We can turn that guy off. And oh my god. Hang on, dude. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Oh my god. Stop driving towards me. That was completely unnecessary. Wow. Anyways. Could go park in the hangar. We're just gonna come park over here somewhere. Go park it next to that 172. Here we go. Oh, is that? That's actually, I think that's a one. I have no idea what that is. Oh, that didn't sound nice. Might be a little bit close. There we go. Alright. That's nice. I hit the wrong button. Okay, parking brake, set that prop, and then we can go ahead and turn her off. I left the cowl flaps open the whole time again. Doop, doop. Okay. And go away. Landing light off, beacon light off, avionics off. Full mixture out. It's sitting at 12%. So, oh, okay, I gotta fix that. Yep, that's everything. Oh, wait, no, it's not. There we go. Perfect. And we will... the control... oh, is it in? There we go. Okay. The door. Step out, look through the world a little bit. There we go. And use this. Tie downs, pitot cover, wheel chocks, empty plane. There we go. And close the door. Bloop. Awesome. Alright, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this flight. We flew over from Agua Dulce to Kern Valley. You know, as many times as I've landed at this airport, it actually is a really fun airport to land at, especially that approach through the valley. I've never landed on runway 17. I don't think they do. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll actually look that up and find out, because that would actually be kind of a cool, approach to do, is up through the valley this way. But I don't know if that's legit or not. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it because we can and slice him. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Next flight sim will probably be this coming Tuesday. I don't know, I might do something this weekend. Make sure to post to Twitter if I do. Yep. Hope you all have a good one. Take care, and see you next time.